Right? And Pasty, I got some news that's going to make you feel better. And I almost said something when you brought it up, but I decided I was just going to wait until now to bring it up. Pro Wrestling Sheet is reporting that following last night's Final Battle pay-per-view, Colt Cabana is now out of Ring of Honor, not staying with Ring of Honor. Colt Cabana was part of the company years ago during his first incarnation and since returned and exited a few times. Cabana is still the NWA National Champion, and he will defend the title against Ricky Starks and Aaron Stevens in a triple threat match at tonight's NWA Into the Fire, which is going on as we record. He also recently ended his Art of Wrestling podcast after nearly a decade on the air and being the originator of the Pro Wrestling Podcast. We'll have to see what's next for Colt Cabana, who, as we all know, never likes to stay idle and always keeps moving. Oh yeah. It's sometimes those gimmicks you just can't keep forever. I mean, look at the Undertaker. He couldn't keep that gimmick forever. He's evolved it, and that's fine. You can do that. I'm not watching Stone Cold's and WWE Network talk show because I watched it before and it wasn't good. Yeah, but we've heard that so many times. I bet you it's the exact same copy and paste he did on the Reverend's podcast and on all the other ones where he's Mark Calloway doing an interview outside of the Undertaker. It's not the first time he's done it. Yeah, Stone Cold Stone Cold's hit or miss when he's not on the network. When he's on the network, he's miss. At least, I guess from his last one. I don't know. Maybe if I run out of shit to watch, I'll watch it. But I'm a long way, at least at this point, from running out of shit to watch. His last one didn't do anything for me, so they put a new title on it and do the same thing. Why do I want to tune in? That's my opinion. I seen that. I seen a thing where I seen the headlines that said Stone Cold asked Goldberg did he consider himself a copycat in WCW. I was like, well, wait a second. Goldberg looked like that when he was in the Atlanta Falcons playing football, and Goldberg and Austin wrestled two completely different styles. And Austin has always said Goldberg was a muscle guy, and Austin never was. Like, what did they have in common other than the fact that they were bald and had a goatee? Which, again, happened long before wrestling for Goldberg. And I'm not a Goldberg fan. Yeah, we don't need that. Oh my God. We don't need that. No, not at all. No, I'm not a Goldberg fan, but I always think it's weird when people say Goldberg was a copycat of Steve Austin. Like, in what way? Goldberg never cussed. He never defied the establishment. He never other than them being bald and having a goatee. And I guess the trunks. They both wore black trunks because I think they were the only two who have ever wore black trunks in wrestling. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't think that's true. Does Goldberg have his ear pierced? That is true. That's racist, but that's true. Oh, yeah, and talking about white people, John Moxley returned to New Japan Pro Wrestling's World Tag League Finals, Pasty. Haven't seen him in New Japan for a while. Well, he's not. He made an appearance, not a match, and Moxley who was stripped of the IWGP US Championship in October after weather issues forced him to miss the New Japan Pro Wrestling King of Pro Wrestling match against Juice Robinson, wants the championship back. The championship he calls his championship because he never lost it. But Juice is no longer holding the championship. In fact, Lance Archer has it. They should take a book from WWE and do that. Moxley made his way through the crowd and he ended up dropping both Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki with the paradigm shifts. He then went to the floor and grabbed the microphone, saying I will take my belt back, Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom, Texas Death Match. Which I think Lance Archer, I don't know where Lance Archer's from. Maybe Texas? Moxley is not from Texas. New Japan has nothing to do with Texas. I don't know why it's a Texas death match. I'm excited to watch it. Not a big Lance Archer fan, but I'm excited to watch it. But I don't know where the Texas came. I'm gonna look up Lance Archer real quick and see if he's from Texas. Otherwise, that's just weird. Nope, that was just a street fight. That could be. Oh, he's yeah, he's born and from Texas. Okay, so that at least makes sense. Lance Archer was born in Gauss, Texas, and lives in Austin, Texas. So, so okay, that does make sense. I like the Texas death match now. The whole time, this whole week, I've seen that and it's bothered me, but I never took the time to look it up. So that makes sense. I like that. Should be a good one. Not a big Lance Archer fan, but you throw in death match and you put in Jon Moxley. I think it's going to be good, if not great. I mean, it's going to be in Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom. It's definitely not going to be the best match of the night, but hopefully it's one that we talk about. You know what I mean? 2 days. I'm not looking forward to that. I don't like that. That really bothers me. They're making it a 2 day. Yeah. This year, I'm going to watch both days, all matches. But if they do it next year, we're going to have to pick and choose what we go over, Pasty, because I don't like 2 days. Yeah, I don't like the double days. I don't know why they're doing it, and I don't like it. Oh. Well, and that's also like not the place for MLW to step in, right? Like just let the police do their thing. You don't go up there and just be like, "Nah, he's a good dude. Leave shit alone." You just let a missing persons case go and develop as it may, and you want them to find the person. You don't get involved at all. It'd be like if Jimmy Snuka murdered his girlfriend on a ship and then Vince McMahon paid the fucking judge off to get him off. Oh shit! That fucking happened! And hired his daughter, who doesn't do shit, but he still gives her a fucking paycheck. Yeah. Go ahead, finish the story. I'm sorry I interrupted. For the record, the Best of Three Falls match at War Chamber I enjoyed, and I didn't come off saying Teddy Hart really stole the fucking show for himself and didn't let anybody get over. But I also didn't set the show up backstage and have a plan, so he obviously went off script. Teddy Hart has his issues. This just underlines it. No. Right. Right. Hey, John. Yeah, not cool. In character. Yeah, this was obviously a shoot interview, not a work interview. MJF was a work interview. There's a difference. And Pacey, with the new year approaching, we here at Beef Sticks Podcast scoured through legal documents and came up with a list of all the known contracts that are up next year. Now, there's a few things to take in mind. Not everything is a public company, and they don't have to release all of their information. And the names that we're saying whose contracts are up at a certain time, we are not saying they are leaving that promotion. What we are saying is their contract is up. They may be able to leave. They may resign. They may be able to negotiate. We're not saying they're leaving. We're just letting you know that their current contract is up for renewal or up for contention. So we'll knock through this pretty quickly and just give you names and dates. And Pasty, if I tickle a bone that you want to jump on, go ahead and jump on it. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of knock through them. How's that sound? So, starting off with WWE, Matt Hardy is out in March 2020 is when his contract is expired. The Revival's contract is through April 2020. That is because Dash Wilder had 10 weeks tacked on to his contract. Mojo Rawley, who, again, wow, he's employed. His contract is up summer of 2020. Rey Mysterio, his contract's up October of 2020, but his out clause is after 18 months of that. So after he's done in October, he has 18 months, over a year. I want to re-say that. I said that wrong. His out clause is after 18 months. That means he has a contract longer than October 2020, but he has an out clause. Yes, he has the option to leave in October 2020 if he chooses to. My bad. Obviously, they brought in Dominic to keep him past October 2020, I think. Mandy Rose is in late 2020. That's possible. Mandy Rose, late 2020. That's surprising because she's fairly new. Doesn't have an exact date, but there you go. What do you think so far, Pasty? Anything you want to touch on? Oh, they would be great in AEW. This may be unpopular, but I want to see Matt Hardy. No, I want to see Matt Hardy wherever he goes take a backstage position. Maybe have a couple more on-screen matches, but I want him to be a creative personality and a producer. That's what I want. I think that's where he's going to shine the most. He could, I mean anybody's gonna his mind he is this generation's Paul Heyman. He has his problems and he has his niches, but he is one of the most brilliant men out there.